No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away first. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Play action. Looking to the big tight end. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Huskers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, fourth down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking downfield on first down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. It's incomplete. Almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Cornhusker. A great catch and run for 6. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start. And that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Move.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The screen, he's got wheels. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. They're going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're leading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. The screen, and watch out. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it out fast. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the...
Fires toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bears!
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you've got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that 1st down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Holds it in the 1st down and more. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Touchdown, Husker. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. He'll pull it on the read. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable. To get to me, so it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. He's looking to pass. The screen, he can go. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Into the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stops at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Brings it in down the left side. Sprinting away. And he's slipped on the ground, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
Here comes the 2-point try. From the gun. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted in the end zone. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Rides to back and leaves it on the option.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Lets it fly deep downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Wants to throw again. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Now the play fake. Good timing on the quick out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. You try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. It's a running room. Inside the touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, what a game-changing tight play. The offense throwing the football deep in their own end, and they're probably thinking to themselves, hey, let's just get some more space. Let's try to get a first down and give ourselves room to work with. What an individual effort by the receiver after he had the ball in his hand, taking it all the way, coast to coast on that touchdown.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Go
The
downstairs.
decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Go downstairs. Since you want to be funky. And get back up there and be quiet. Go.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the left side. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Got his man all by himself. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Bears!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator chumps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 4 over Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's picked off. That's number 10. Got room on the return.
Let's go, man. We gonna beat you. We gonna beat you.
The football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it off in the flats. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They boot it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
Man.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Husker. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Emmanuel. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll try the left side. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like having a habit of which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Let's go, let's go. He wants to throw it. He gets into the end zone for the 2, and that is big. It's now a 3-possession game.
And that's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just one of those mistakes. It can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The toss to the outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the Bears will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that.
Hello. No.
So I just had my headphones on so that
just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Here comes the heat. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway.
He said, hey, very, very well. And I said, okay.
No reason to risk trying to field that one. As it skips through the end zone, it'll be a touchback.
Stay less.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense.
Just make sure you negotiate Saturdays.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be 1 drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
All right. Love you too.
He has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And some room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And the beatdown has ensued.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
With the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snap in the shotgun. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Emmanuel. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quarterback on the keeper. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
44, Baylor, 27.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback may change this route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick release on the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Husker. And the pummeling has started. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
No, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 15 over Ohio State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
To the air on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
The Bears are rolling down the field. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Swings it out to the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, this offensive line knew they had a huge challenge coming into this game because the defense registered 6 sacks their last time out. They knew that they were going to have to win some one-on-ones up front. They finally lost the battle on that last play, though.
He wants to take the top off. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, I always say this, when you're backed up on offense, those are some of the best opportunities to take deep shots. In all likelihood, the defense is expecting run. You're going to try and buy yourself a little bit of real estate, so they're playing press man coverage, and that's when you want to take advantage of that coverage. But the defense doing a really good job on the back end that time, being in position, forcing the incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, looking to pass. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Oh,
and the stomping has commenced. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he missed it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Going to swing it on second down. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Bears are in the hurry-up.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he's got some space. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
And it's just really nice to have an offense where you can control the ground game and keep that clock ticking. Right now, in these 4-minute situations, when you have the lead, this is exactly what you practice, being more physical and running the football.
And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
On 4th down, going to the air. Complete to the left. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option.
This
They
thing?
get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a
throw to the end zone. Picked off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Are you kidding me? Lucky number 7. He's got 7 interceptions on the season, consistently around the ball. High IQ, breaks on the football great. This guy just makes play after play after play.
This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 30. Turning it on! A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. And it's a touchdown in the dying moments of the game.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. The snap sets up to throw. Hauls it in. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.